This is billjerrils. You're watching this video because you just typed in the words how to get more money back on your taxes. I want to share with you just a few tips that might help you get more money back on your next tax return. I've owned a business working from home for the last 20 years, and I've had some really good years. In fact, I've earned well over $1 million with one company, but like most of us, I've had a few not so good years too. But overall, it's been a very enjoyable lifestyle working out of my home and being my own boss and waking up when I wake up. What I have always heard and what I've found is that our government and the IRS not only support but actually promote small businesses here in America. And one of the ways they do that is through tax advantages. Now, hey, I'm not an accountant, but I'm just trying to explain that there seems to be a lot of tax advantages associated with owning your own business. Now, my CPA always said, "Bill, it's not how much you make, man, it's how much you keep." Okay, so here's a few examples that I've taken advantage of for years. Now, all of us have cell phones, and some of us still have landlines for faxing or for home alarms. Now, ordinarily, that would be considered personal expenses, wouldn't it? Every month you just write the check and it's gone forever. But if you got a small business that you operate from your home, what would have been personal expenses now became a legitimate business deduction. Another good one is your internet connection. But now, if you haven't already done this, you need to call your service provider and ask them for the fastest speed they got, because now it's a legitimate business deduction and you're going to write it off anyway. From the day you start your business, most things you buy will somehow be business related and become purchases for your business. Now, maybe you need a new phone or a computer, a new, faster printer. Maybe you need to buy some ink, toner, paper, envelopes, stamps, all that stuff that you've already have at home anyway. It's all been personal expenses until now. But now it's a legitimate business deduction and you get to write it off your taxes. There are actually many more deductions, but one more pretty big one is your car. Your accountant can explain to you what the rules are. But mine lets me write off maybe not 100%, but a pretty big chunk, which is another pretty big advantage for owning a small business working out of your home. So overall, the tax advantages alone make it worth it for you to start a business. In fact, now that you know this, you really can't even afford not to have a business. If you have a job, you'll probably be paying more taxes than you care to each pay period. And now your legitimate business deductions will more than help offset your taxable income. It's a fact that average savings will be between $3,000 and $5,000 a year in your pocket, and consequently helping you get more money back on your taxes. You don't have to be full-time, and you can and should keep your job until the right moment. You just have to be consistent and persistent part-time so that it's not considered just a hobby. As I've mentioned, I've owned a number of businesses over the last 20 years, but recently I've started looking at some alternatives, and I have discovered some really cool internet marketing stuff. I've learned how to do some internet marketing, and I've discovered some interesting and strategic ways to serve people online. And now I'm working with some people that make significantly more money than I've ever made. And so now we're working from home online. It's exactly the kind of business that could give you the tax advantages that I've just been talking about. If you'd like to check out what I've got going on, there will be a button below this video. You're going to want to go ahead and click on that, and you can also look at the description of this video for more details. Working from home can be a lot of fun. Go ahead and subscribe right now, and maybe I'll see you again.